Oh wow, animated Ryan is not in a Nuzlocke video? Yeah, okay, so I never thought I'd make a video like this before, but after watching this video, I had to say something. So, for those of you who do not know who Behind the Meme is, he's a YouTube channel where he discusses memes and what they mean and their history and how they came about to where they are now. However, he has been heavily criticized for not only getting information wrong, but taking information off of secondary sources, therefore making him a third source, therefore getting even more information incorrect. Not only that, but he's also been criticized for being what is considered a normie of sorts, and that is a normal, everyday, average Joe with nothing to add to society, at least in the internet's point of view. Now, he has been criticized by people of the likes of Anthony Fantano, Emperor Lemon, and all of 4chan for not respecting memes in the way that others would have necessarily have preferred. He's kind of in this position where he's always defending himself. He's been doing less of it now, and he'll admit this in this video. So I'm just going to stop explaining how this guy fails to explain things, and let's just get on with the video. Okay, so here's my first problem with this video. When I Hate Everything did his video about anxiety, uh, he used royalty-free clips in the background, but he did it in a respectful manner that was done to illustrate a relaxing and calming environment. And he did this because he knew that talk about anxiety would just be anxious. So he wants something calming to look at while explaining it. And it was more of a serious toned video than anything else he's ever made. Behind the Meme is going to talk about probably one of the more serious things he's ever talked about in as serious of a tone that he can give. But he's just using whatever random stock footage he could find to intersperse with this video. It has no context or bearing to anything he has to say. We're only 5 seconds in, and it's already disrespectful to the viewer. Oh boy, I can't even wait.
Hello, internet lovers and haters.
Oh, that's cute. He thinks his haters watch his video.
Okay, everybody may have noticed that I have become somewhat of a compelling and often reviled figure on YouTube and the world of memes in particular. You either love me or you hate me.
Wow, way to get such a swelled head that you think the entire internet cares about what you have to say.
Which is kind of the norm for the internet nowadays. Let's just say that people tend to act a certain way while behind keyboards. I'm nothing special, but damn, my haters are really giving me too much attention.
So, this is going to be a common thing that he's going to talk about throughout the video. He keeps calling anyone who has a negative opinion towards his content haters. Now, you can dab on them all you want, but here's the thing. Not all of them are necessarily haters, but more people who are giving constructive criticism. And it comes off to me in this video, and I'll explain later as the video goes on, that Behind the Meme doesn't understand what constructive criticism is and how to take it.
Guys, come on. I make videos about memes. Memes.
Wow, it's almost as if it's so insignificant that you could stop doing it right now and nothing would change.
I'm just a guy with a small wiener and a computer.
Hey, he said it, not me.
Some people also seem to think that I don't take criticism very well.
Yeah, or at all. At least, the constructive kind.
I'll admit that was true early on in my channel's life. Some of you may remember when Anthony Fantano made a video on me. That particular situation just bummed me out because Anthony was a YouTuber I looked up to, and it was super weird and surreal to hear one of the people you watched months earlier making a pretty hilarious parody of your videos. At the time, I really didn't know how to handle that situation, but shit, since then, I could care less.
Oh, yeah. You could care less. Just like how you care less now. Okay, so in response to Anthony Fantano's parody video about Behind the Meme, he decides to respond to this saying, "Look, guys, I have been enjoying memes since I have been able to meme myself," and so on and so forth. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but, like, he decides to respond to that video by making an entire video on his own. Now, what is he doing now? Oh yeah, making a whole video about responding to what he believes is hate. Well, I hate to break it to you, Mr. Meme, but you are no different now than you were back then.
Or is it I couldn't care less? That's confusing. Either way,
Why don't you look that up and then do the video again so that way you won't have to embarrass yourself on your lack of grammar knowledge? How about that? And yes, I'm aware I said grammar knowledge. That was supposed to be a joke.
what I'm trying to say is anybody who makes a hate video on me, more power to them.
Oh, well then, by your leave.
I actually kinda like it if I'm being honest. In a weird way, it kinda validates me. It makes me feel like I'm important, which I'm not.
You self-righteous asshole. Okay, so this masochist enjoys people giving him hate because it makes him feel more validated than before. Wow, okay. I don't really have a response to that. That's just kind of there.
But damn, if people want to think I am, I will totally let them think that. That's kind of the culture here on YouTube when you look at the big picture of things. When YouTubers get big, people start to hate them and make videos mocking them, but all that does is give them more attention.
I will agree that does end up giving them more attention. In fact, I can predict by me making this video that Behind the Meme is going to get a lot more attention than he would otherwise. But I have 20 subscribers, so I have every excuse in the world. Also, no, people don't just get hate because they're popular. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone has them haters. But the thing about them haters is that they are few and far between if you do make genuine content, at least in the style of what it is you do. When Markiplier or PewDiePie got popular for their Let's Plays, no one hated them because they were doing Let's Plays incorrectly. People probably got mad at them because they don't like Let's Play channels at all. Now, the reason you are getting hate is because, or should I say even criticism on some occasions. I will admit that you do tend to attract a bit of negativity towards you. But regardless, the reason why this negativity is being magnetized to your position is because of your lack of effort and quality in your videos. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the situation, Behind the Meme has been criticized for using very lazy methods to make his videos. I've already explained how he just gets his information from secondary sources, therefore making him a less reliable source. But he also uses the most lazy, bare-bones editing methods in order to make his videos. There have been people who have been able to recreate his intro from scratch in the span of like 5 minutes. And you know what? He does that for every single video. It's the most formulaic bullshit you will ever find. And the reason why people are very upset with Behind the Meme is because he is no better than Watch Mojo. And if you don't know who Watch Mojo is, please can I scuttle under that rock with you, please? Thank you.
So, if you want to jump on the Behind the Meme hate bandwagon and make a video, that's chill. Do you.
Well, again, by your leave.
But please just mention my channel name at least 5 times in the video. Maybe 6.
Trust me, dude. You have no trouble doing that on your own.
That's actually kind of why I'm making this video here in the first place. Lately, hating me is kind of a trend. So hey, why not cash in on myself, right? Everybody else is doing it.
You mean just like how you made videos in response to other people hating you? But guys, I'm totally different now. I don't just respond to criticism in the same way I did before. Now I'm doing it in a more elaborate and scripted out explanation that is also on a video that is heavily monetized. No, seriously, this video has ads attached to it. He is actually making money off of this video in which he explains he got doxxed. Just let that sink in for a second. Okay, moving on.
But the biggest reason why people hate me is because, you guys, I don't know how to say this. I am a normie.
You guys, we have a confession! He admits it! He is a normie! Oh, finally, we can put this debate to rest. Now we can finally concentrate on all the other debates, such as his work ethic and... No, that's it. That's really it. Honestly, other than the fact that he just doesn't really know what he's talking about because he doesn't apply himself to look up as much information as he could. But other than that, and the fact that he doesn't put as much effort into editing his videos to be interesting or unique, and the fact that his jokes aren't funny, other than that, there's not really much to criticize now that he's admitted that he's a normie. But that's kind of what he's been getting criticized for on some level anyway. The idea behind a normie trying to explain memes, it kind of devalues the meme in a way. And that's not to say that normies can't enjoy memes. I mean, there are a lot of memes out there for normies, like just look at Chewbacca Mom. But the thing about normies is that they don't understand what makes a meme as interesting as it does. So, for example, there's this meme going around about this little video game character named Crash Bandicoot. And the thing about him is that he's been used in a variety of different wacky ways. But the problem is that now that Behind the Meme has done a video about it, people are upset because there's going to be a lot of people out there who think they know what the idea behind Crash Bandicoot's meme is, when in actuality, they don't get the full picture. The only good way to understand what makes a meme is just to see what other people are doing with it. This is something that Anthony Fantano in his show, The Meme Review, does well. He gives a lot of examples on how it works, as well as giving an interesting definition on what he interprets the meme to be. Behind the Meme gives like one or two examples and vaguely explains it. He spends like 80% of his videos just making bad jokes. And the biggest problem that people have with him is that if you replaced whoever this guy is right now with someone else, no one would really care that much, because they could do his job just as well, if not maybe even better. Alright, what else does he have to say?
I kill memes. I know, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to Normies Anonymous meetings every Wednesday, and I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I single-handedly kill memes. They don't get overexposed naturally within a couple of weeks. No, it's all me.
Well, at least he's very much aware of it. That and the fact that he's explaining it in the most normie way possible. You can already see like a problem with his sense of humor. Again, he's using humor language on a video where he's supposed to be seriously talking about how he got doxxed. But the problem with his jokes is that he drags them out for way longer than he really needs to. But, you know, I'm not here to criticize. I'm here to explain my criticisms. So, wait, I just did that. Oh.
I was being sarcastic, by the way.
Wait, what? So, wait, did he confess to being a normie or didn't he? God damn it. Jesus. Alright, whatever.
People think that because I make YouTube videos that my audience is any different than the audience of other places where memes can be shared. Forget the small fact that Reddit is as mainstream as websites get. Forget that more than half of the memes originate on YouTube in the first place. Forget that memes that come from Twitter and Facebook, sites that normies primarily use, have a huge impact on the meme scene. Forget all those things. I'm the killer of memes.
Okay. First of all, majority of memes don't come from YouTube. Some do, like, again, Mr. Bandicoot, but a lot of memes come off of 4chan. There are a lot of different memes that get brought about in a lot of different websites. That is true. But what does that prove? Just because there are normies on these websites does not make them less validated for having memes to begin with. Sure, there are a ton of normies on YouTube. You are a prime example of that. But there are also a lot of non-normies or outsiders that are also on this website. And guess what? They're the ones making the goddamn memes! Fancy that.
Now, I understand that not all minds are created equal. Maybe the concept of meme is hard to understand. So let's take a little peek behind the curtain and look at just exactly what a meme is.
Okay, so he spends the next minute going to different websites that are the first link after a Google search. Like, no joke. He just goes to, oh, guess what? KnowYourMeme.com. And he's not even hiding it. He's just straight up showing Wikipedia right there. And over here, he's going to Dictionary.com. And over here, I honestly don't know what website this is, but from the looks of it, it really just looks like he did a Google search for a specific website and found the first link. But then again, I can't judge it off of that because he doesn't really give an explanation as to where he got this link. Regardless, the whole point that he's trying to get across in this section is that memes are meant to be shared in the first place. Now let me rebuttal this by simply saying that the idea of what a meme is was not meant to be shared, but the jokes that those memes are involved with are. So he's not even proving anything with this point, because in his weird mind, it's validation for saying, oh, well, this video is completely validated because it has a meme in it and it's allowed to be shared. Now, granted, I know you have the freedom to do whatever you really want with on the internet. That's why you're still here. Because, trust me, if you did not have a choice, then you would not still be here. But this does not prove anything. All this does is explain that memes get shared around on the internet. But that's not what he's getting criticized, or, in his words, hate for.
Literally, by definition, a meme is a thing that many people share and spread.
Already debunked this.
So take that for what you will, make what you wish. Logic and common sense isn't so common nowadays.
Yeah, clearly.
So it is what it is. And finally, I got doxxed.
Okay, so I'm going to say this right here, right now. This is where I draw the line. You can criticize, you can even hate, you can fucking bash this guy against the wall with just like opinion after opinion. But doxing is where I have to say this has gone too far. No one should be doxed on the internet. And it happens time and time again because the internet is filled with assholes. But you know, it's like, that's fair. I wish it never got this far either. But there are just some people out there that actually find this situation to be that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I think he's open to criticism. But I do not think that he deserves to be doxxed. I don't think anyone deserves to be doxxed. Like, doxing and swatting is just stuff that I will never get behind. So, I will give him this. He should not have been doxxed.
Now, as much as I think this is silly and no biggie, I'm sure my grandma doesn't feel the same way. It is what it is, though. You can virtually find the name and address of any person if you look. The information was already public, so it wasn't a big mystery.
Wait. So the information was public already. So it's not that big of a deal. Then why make a whole 10-minute video about this? This is ridiculous. If it's not that big of a deal for you, then why make this video? You're just proving yourself even more that you have not changed since you've started making videos.
I've said my name in my videos plenty of times, and if you didn't know that, hi, my name's Kyle Bryce.
I've seen some of his videos in the past, and I don't remember him saying that. He may have said them more recently, but I don't know. All right, his name is Kyle Bryce. Huh. We getting a face reveal or what? Yeah, there probably is. I don't care to Google it, though, because, like, do you care what his face looks like? Yeah, so I can punch him when I see him.
I wish I could say my name was Butch Thunder, or Axel Peters, or Leonardo DiCaprio, but no. My name's Kyle Bryce.
I don't know why he has to go through the motions of that crappy joke. Is Kyle Bryce a lame name? And even if it is, like, who cares?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a normie.
Wait, what? Wait, does he admit it or not? He said he was being sarcastic. Was he just being sarcastic about being the death of memes? God, what is this? What is this person? Who is this person?
There's been a couple videos where I come out and say my first and my last name. So technically no laws have been broken. The only part that bugs me is my old ass grandma is at risk of some foolish prank.
Well, then you probably shouldn't have left it as public information in the first place.
Which is a total bummer because this lady saw World War II and was like born during the Great Depression or something and like saw like the birth of radios and TVs. I don't know what she saw, but she's pretty damn old and she's pretty fragile and it's kind of a bummer that this situation is happening.
Wait, okay, hang on. I have to unpack all of that. So, your grandma has been around since the Great Depression and saw the birth of radio, which has been around since before the Great Depression. Now, I know she's old. Just saying that she's your grandma, we can infer, like, enough. But, like, dude, if you can't even just take talking about her through history seriously or do any sort of research on that, then how are we supposed to take you seriously on literally anything? I know this may be an insignificant point because he's trying to build it up as a joke, but it just proves that not only is he just ignorant, he's also stupid.
Luckily, nothing has happened and hopefully it stays that way. But if not, that is when things do get illegal, so tread lightly.
So if it's not that big of a deal, why is it suddenly a big deal? You were very much counterpointing yourself throughout this entire video, and it's honestly infuriating.
So yeah, people hate me for those reasons, but some of you like me, and that is all I give a damn about. And if I'm being honest, Cheetos. But if I'm being real honest, girls in yoga pants too. Girls in yoga pants are pretty cool, and I care about that a lot.
Now here's the thing, it could have just been a simple bad joke if he just said Cheetos. Actually, girls in yoga pants. It's like, bad, but whatever. But because he stays on the topic for more than, like, a second or two, he spends, like, a good 5 on it. Not only did whatever potential humor he had from that joke lose its value, now it's just become annoying, obnoxious, and a complete waste of time.
The point that I'm trying to make is I'm a guy who makes videos about memes. Look around at the world. America is in turmoil and I, for some reason, am a focus of your attention? Really?
Okay, look. I can understand that there are bigger issues than explaining why your content sucks. However, that does not mean that we can't still talk about it. Now, yes, sure, we can all spend a little more time going around and fixing more important problems, but so could you. Because, let's be honest, what do you contribute? How much do you contribute to people's lives? Misinformation? A lack of sense of humor? I can think of a few things. I'm sure you can too. Or are you so narrow-minded that you can't?
But listen up, lovers and haters. This news is going to make everybody happy and calm things down just a bit.
This is another thing that I have a problem with him in this video, and this is kind of what drive me to make this video in the first place, other than, you know, the algorithm giving me attention for making a video about Behind the Meme. So he decides to lump both his fans and his not fans in two separate individual isolated boxes where they are just seen as the same thing. He views his fans as devoted followers of this crazy idea of Behind the Meme, and that they are doing nothing wrong. Meanwhile, he has his haters, as he puts it, viewed as some sort of evil conspiracy planning to take him out of his rightful throne of making bad jokes. When, in actuality, majority of those people are actually trying to give him constructive feedback on how he can make his show better. Like, here's the thing. Say what you will about that one video Emperor Lemon made. It's a whole 35-minute video explaining why Behind the Memes channel is actually bad. But he does try to give some sort of constructive feedback, even though it may not seem like it. He explains what he's doing wrong. And he even says that he feels that if he applied himself more, he can put in the extra effort and actually come out with something actually worth quality. But he doesn't, and that's what got him upset. And that's what gets a lot of people upset. And frankly, that's kind of what gets me a little upset. I will admit, I used to watch Behind the Meme a little bit, only because I was learning about memes that I had no idea about. I went through the slog of terrible humor just so I could learn for 3 minutes out of 8 what that meme was. But now that I've learned through that video that he made that not only is Behind the Meme really bad with his sense of humor, but also doesn't even get the information right about what he's talking about, has therefore left me in a situation where I feel he has nothing of value or quality worthwhile. And that is why I have a problem with Behind the Meme. Not because he is a detriment to society, but because he has nothing of value to offer. Alright, so he said he has news that everyone's going to enjoy. So let's see what this news is.
Now, since I started this channel and began to gain momentum, I've always had a 3-year plan. Each year I plan to expand and broaden and build off the previous year's momentum. Well, this channel recently had its 1-year anniversary.
Oh, well, congratulations, I guess. So, why did it have to be exactly a year? Why couldn't you have just done ahead of schedule, considering you've gotten a lot of momentum since then? Especially now, considering that you're getting more hate than ever before. So, you're doing it actually year by year. That is the most normie thing I have ever heard.
Which means we are currently in year 2 and things are soon going to change. I'm a normie who loves memes. That's why I created this channel in the first place.
Okay. So He is admitting he's a normie. It is a fact. He is admitting he is a normie. The reason why this is a big deal is because having a normie describe memes is like having a 2-year-old describe World War II. They have no idea what they're talking about. And frankly, they are probably inept to be able to figure it out all on their own. So the fact that he is still persisting to do this is beyond insane to me.
But I have so much more to share and make videos on. I've actually been making and filming other videos for the last month.
Oh, he's been filming different videos? So you mean we're gonna see some shit other than stock footage and your random rainbow background that literally anyone can make?
You guys, I have some pretty big ideas. Ideas that are going to allow you to know me more as a person than what is currently possible with the meme videos. I love comedy, that's my passion. I love music, that's another passion. I have a talent with both and am going to experiment on content in the future.
Oh. Comedy is a passion. Okay, good to know. I want to actually study up on it, though. Okay, dude, look, if your music is as good as your comedy, you might want to look for a different career.
I am excited and super stoked. Like I said, there are so many more trending topics and subjects going on in America and the world in general that I am just dying to make videos on.
I know you said at the beginning of your video that the random stock footage has nothing to do with what you're talking about. But why are you zooming in on this creepy looking doll with a half burnt face? You're just putting in whatever stock footage you can find, even if it's not relevant to what's going on, and that really shows how lazy you really are. Wait a minute. Two-Face. This baby has half of his face burnt like Two-Face. He is subliminally telling us that he is a two-faced monster. On the surface, he seems like an ignorant normie, but on the inside, he is the world's biggest troll. He knows what he's doing, and he's doing it to get everyone pissed off and all the attention in the world. Guys, we are witnessing one of the greatest online pranks of all time. He is very much aware of how much cancer he is producing. He is very much aware. Or, it could just be a coincidence and he's just, lazy with the stock footage.
So that's good news for all three parties. Haters, that means that the normie won't be killing memes anymore. And lovers, that means that you will be getting the same style of content that you love, but also get a dose of what I love and makes me content and happy.
So, wait, he made this whole video trying to defend himself, but now he's not even going to be making the same content anymore? What is this video? Why does this video exist? Jesus Christ. Okay, so he's talking about how he's going to be making different styles of content that is, to say, not meme related. And that's supposed to satisfy both parties? Dude, if you stop talking about memes, that will upset some fans. You're not... Dude, you have to understand. This is the fucking internet. You're not going to please everyone. The idea that you think you can get away with pleasing everyone just goes to show how ignorant you truly are about how not only this website works, but all of the World Wide Web in general.
If all the haters stop focusing on me so much, I'm more than likely gonna kill my own channel with some of the ideas that I have.
Or maybe if you can learn to take some criticism and ignore some hate, maybe you'd actually be able to have a chance at doing something interesting.
Let's just say my sense of humor is a little twisted when I have freedom.
When you have freedom? What do you mean when you have freedom? All these videos you make are scripted. Everything you do involves your freedom. Unless you're being contracted by some kind of corporation that we're unaware of, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say you have as much freedom as you can have with these videos. And twisted? Dude, if your idea of twisted humor is that you double dipped your french fry in ketchup, then I'm sorry, but your content's not going to change. And therefore, no one will care. The moment you stop talking about memes, the moment no one cares about what you have to do. And I'm sorry to say that, but maybe if you actually put more effort into it, people might give a shit.
But it makes me happy, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys are gonna get a kick out of it too. But by all means, keep hating me like a Kardashian if you want.
Okay, that's another thing that I had an issue with in this video. Keep hating me like a Kardashian if you want. I'm sorry, Mr. Bryce, but no one hates you in the same vein as the Kardashians. They may say it, but that's not true. The reason why people hate you is because you have the potential of doing something great, something amazing, something informative, but you choose to take every possible shortcut in the book. Therefore, your quality is non-existent and your effort is lacking. And therefore, your interest is lacking for those who crave more than bare bone minimum. The Kardashians don't do anything at all. At least you have the potential to make something good. They just walk around and people shoot a camera at them. It's those people who put in no effort. But the Kardashians actually don't do jack shit. You actually do some semblance of a thing. And because of that, people are trying to give you feedback. But you refuse to take it because you live in this little bubble where if anyone disagrees with you, they are wrong. You are no better than Felicify.
Those of you who have supported me this whole time, thank you. Everything I have done is for you, and I appreciate you all so very much.
Yes, everything has been done for you. That's why I took this video where I talk about how I got doxxed. Let's talk about being doxxed for a minute, left over 10 minutes of this video online so I can get as many ads on this video as possible. All for you.
And to everybody else, it's unfortunate your perspective is what it is. Hopefully this video helps you see things a little bit differently.
It's so unfortunate that you do not agree with my way of thinking and do not conform to the idea that I am God. But you know, maybe this video can sway you into thinking that, maybe I just may be a perfect semblance of a human being and have no negative characteristics whatsoever. Get a fucking clue, you ignorant moron.
Maybe one day it will change and you will realize that I'm just a guy who did nothing wrong other than make a YouTube channel.
And did it poorly.
For some odd reason, that channel found an audience and I saw it as a means to make my life a little bit better while still juggling the burdens of life that everybody faces and also trying to help out my sick mom along the way.
Oh wow, pity points.
If by doing that, that means some strangers on the internet hate me, I think I'm okay with that.
Again, he's boxing in anyone who says anything negative about this guy into the same category as people who dox him or possibly threaten him. Guys, I've said it before, I will not defend doxing. But if you at any point compare that to people who are giving you constructive criticism, that is when I have to say, you need to stop what you're doing and actually just get some self-awareness.
Honestly, life is too short to stress over things like this. I just wish others saw it that way too, but hey, that's the internet for you.
And on the internet, not everyone can conform to your idyllic way of thinking. I'm sure you'll have peace at mind knowing that at least some people can validate your existence, whether it be in a positive or negative light. It doesn't matter as long as I get attention!
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go play some video games, eat Panda Express, and watch porn. Video games and porn is self-explanatory. Panda Express is because it tastes bomb.
Why do you need to explain why you eat Panda Express? I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. It's cheap, Chinese food is generally seen as being very tasty. What is there not to get?
And this cute girl hooked me up with free food last time, and I'm trying to get some digits, yo. Which, by the way, is a lot harder than you would think it is. It's like, when you go into the drive-thru, do you just say,
Why
like,
is he
you're
doing this?
cute,
What is the point
you
of
gave
this?
me free
Why
food
is
last
he doing
time,
this?
can I get your number?
What is the point?
Or, like, is there, like,
What?
a whole
What's the
thing that
fucking
needs to
point?
happen?
Okay, why is he spending a whole half a minute to a minute talking about this fucking Chinese food bullshit? What is he gaining out of this?
And also, while I have you here, is anybody else as excited as I am for the Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fight?
What?
I mean, it's been pretty hyped up, and I'm pretty sure it might be amazing.
What does this have to do with the video?
One of the two. At this point, I'm really just talking to make sure I get past the 10-minute mark so I could get that extra ad revenue.
Oh, he's not even hiding it. He straight up admits right here that he is making this video as long as possible so he can put as many ads on it as possible. He's not even hiding it. He's not even hiding it. He is admitting to being this asshole of just like, wow, okay, any semblance of credibility is now lost. Just because you admit it doesn't make it right. I'm sorry behind the meme, but there is no way you can ever be taken seriously after making a video like this. So, I'm going to end it here, because at this point, he just shows a video of him taking the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and opening it up. And as you guess, it goes on longer than it really should. Now, here's the thing behind the meme. You're a good guy. You mean well. And I get that. I don't want you to think of me as some sort of hater. Because I'm not a hater. I want you to succeed, believe it or not. But the only thing I ask is that you do one thing, and one thing only. Please, for the love of God, put in just a semblance more bit of effort into your videos. Hey, I'll make your videos for you if you want. I will script them. I will edit them. I will do whatever you want. Because if you want to just run that business, that's fine. You don't have to be a one-man machine. It's just so formulaic. I'm sorry, dude. You're not going to avoid hate or criticism or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You just have to accept that. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner you can get past it. And maybe the sooner you can get past that, the sooner you can actually make a serious video in which you talk to your audience like people. And I know you tried doing that with your little Zenzi video and your video in response to Anthony Fantano. But even that had the obnoxious royalty-free music in the background. God forbid you just talk to your audience like people, unscripted, from the heart. And I get it, you don't want to say things on the internet that you'll regret. But you know what? Sometimes, if it's really what you feel, you're not going to have to worry about anything. Alright. Those are my 2 cents, or $5 if you want to take it that way. So to finish this off, I will answer probably a loose-ended question. Why am I making this video about Behind the Meme? Hasn't everyone else talked about this man to death? And, well, yeah, they have. But this video had only recently come out. And you know what? It's gotten me a little infuriated. Because it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't do anything. And I feel that no one's really going to talk about it because they've talked about him to death. But just, this goes beyond memes, dude. This is just common human decency. God forbid you treat your audience like people. God forbid you don't lump a whole group of individuals into one box into a single mindset, and God forbid you put in a different semblance of effort into this video than you do into literally everything else you've made. Alright, I'm done. I want this to end. Alright, thanks for indulging me. See you guys later. And also, don't actually hate on this guy. I don't want to spread that type of stuff. If you're going to do anything, give the man genuine criticism. Give the man criticism, because the more critiques this man gets, maybe the sooner he will realize it's not hate. Because I like to believe what I'm doing is not hate. But your language seems to prove me otherwise. So if I do end up hating on you, I apologize, because that was not my intention.